All right, Sagittarius, here we go. My Sagittarians, August 2025. What do we got for you here? Well, randomly at the bottom of this is an Ace of Cups. There's an interesting story about how that ended up there. This was here when I first picked up this deck. And then what I do is I do a big sort of reorganize of the deck where I pull about 3/4 of the deck out and then put them away randomly, right? Then I shuffle 3 times. That came back. So this will not go away. It's going to go away now because I'm going to cut the deck to get your theme energy, but I want you to keep the Ace of Cups in mind for this whole reading. It's for some reason. Okay? Well, maybe we figure it out, maybe we don't, maybe it means something to you, maybe it doesn't. I don't know. Theme energy for you. We cut the deck. Sagittarius, fuck it, right? August 2025. It's the Magician and the 9 of Swords. I want to go one more. I don't always do that, but I want to. Yeah, the 7 of Pentacles. We have to have that chat a little bit. It's not as, yeah, we'll talk about it. We're going to talk about backhanded compliments, okay? We're going to talk about the concept of a backhanded compliment and the person who might give one, right? First, well, let's just see what the overall energy is of this reading. I kind of get the vibe there, right? Somebody is, well, they're usually, if somebody gives you a backhanded compliment, it's usually because of some sort of hatred of themselves within themselves, or some kind of jealousy. Okay, so you might have somebody attached to you that fits one of those two things. Also, I will point out about people that give backhanded compliments. If you call them on it, they don't know they're doing it. They're very subconscious backhanded compliments. It's like a narcissist. If you tell a narcissist that they're a narcissist, they know, no, I don't think so. They don't see themselves that way, right? They won't see themselves that way. So, I don't feel like a narcissist. Okay, well, you are. You know, that kind of a thing. What's a backhanded compliment? Well, I'm still shuffling here. We'll get into that. That's, you look real pretty today. It's too bad about your buck teeth, though. I mean, can you get those fixed? It's a way of somebody taking a dig at you, right? But they open with a compliment. So in theory, so all they hear is all they think they're doing is giving you a compliment. Okay? That's all they think they're doing. They don't really, because the back half about your buck teeth, the back half, the negative side is subconscious. They're unaware they're doing it. They don't see anything wrong. No, I was just paying a compliment. I said they were pretty. Yeah, but then you also said they could change the channel with their teeth sitting on the couch, you know, across the room. I mean, you can't, that's not right. They won't acknowledge that part. So you might be dealing with something like that in August, okay? And I'm just letting you know, it's them, not you. And don't try to convince them of anything. You're not going to turn them around. All right, it's a general reading. May or may not resonate with you. But if the title brought you in here or you found Steve Love Tarot, you're here for a reason. This reading is timeless. Okay, I'm not a fucking time lord. This might bleed into September. All right, but might be near future influence for you, you know. But pay attention. Somebody attached to you, and I get this a lot for you in the weekly readings, and you fucking know I do. Right? This angle, and it doesn't matter what your sign is, there's more people that should be watching Sagittarius. I'm sorry I call it Sagittarius. I wish I just called it Yugelbon or something, because there's a hidden energy around you, okay? And it's the exact, you have a protective energy around you. You have some kind of powerful energy that protects you that I pick up on quite a bit. But this is that energy's alter ego, the opposite, equally as powerful but opposite negative energy. Okay? Sort of like, remember Knight Rider? That TV show Knight Rider with David Hasselhoff, who is inexplicably famous in Germany. I don't know. You know, I love the German people, but I question their judgment on that one. But either way, right? Back on Knight Rider, they had the David Hasselhoff character, Michael Knight. But then they decided to get a bad guy, a villain. So they brought on evil Garth, right? Which was just David Hasselhoff with a goatee. It was the same guy, but he had sort of a goatee. It was sort of the opposite sort of thing. This is the Garth, right? The Garth, the evil Michael Knight to your protective energy. It's somebody with a lot of secrets and hidden motive, holding a lot of passive aggressiveness, right? So you might be on the receiving end of a backhanded compliment. Lovers and the Seven of Cups. Very confusing, because this is someone you like very much. Okay? This is someone you like very much. Even when they pay you the backhanded compliment and you feel the slap of it. Right? They told you were pretty, but then they got to talk about your teeth. You know about your teeth. You know. Right? And then they got to talk about that. It hurts a little bit. It's confusing. All right. Anyway, let's go. That's the overall energy of this reading. Here's how they feel about you. Here's how they see you, how they think about you. And here is a potential final outcome for you, which is probably some advice. All right? Why are you dealing with this? If I'm to speculate, and I don't like guessing. Okay? You're always one of my deeper... I always get some weird, crazy 11th dimension shit for you. This is... If this reading resonates with you, this is important. Yeah, I'll tell you why. People like this can be a real thorn in your climb up the ladder. They can be a real thorn in your ass. They can thwart things for you. They can ruin things. They're ruiners, right? They'll tell people your secrets. And so you got to be careful, because this is somebody close. This is somebody you like. This is somebody you think is a close friend, or probably is. And it's not, I don't have a devil here. Okay, I'm not saying, it's just people are assholes. Can I just put it that way? I mean, I don't really like most people. You're not most people. You're part of a soulmate cycle. You're watching tarot readings. Right off the top, if you're watching a tarot reading, you're not most people. Most people don't watch tarot readings. That's why we don't get millions of views. That's why the girl that melts soap together, right? Let's melt all the soaps and see what color it is, gets 30 million views, right? I get like 2,000 on this video, maybe 5 if it goes hog wild crazy, or 7 or something, right? You know, it is what it is. I mean, I should get some soap and just melt it. I mean, I suppose. But either way, my point is, that's funny. You're not most people. So I'm going to talk about most people. This should not surprise you. If this is surprising you, whatever age you are, God forbid you're in your 40s or 50s, and this still surprises you that most people are assholes, you need to wake up, okay, because they are. All right, not everybody on your level. So, I don't know. It's probably something that hinders your progress, and that's why you're getting the reading. All right, let's see how they feel about you. We're going to clarify with the Light Seer, sort of a happy deck. Okay, I think this person does have feelings for you. The King of Cups is there. Let's go. Let's stop fucking around. 10 Swords. Here's how they feel about you. Now, the 10 Swords, you look at this and you go, oh, they want to kill me, Steve. No, they don't. Stop that. I don't have a devil here. I mean, I might get one somewhere. Do I have a devil? No, I don't have a devil. Okay, I'll just lay them out. I'll prove it to you. 3 cups, 5 cups. Okay? The 10 Swords here, 10 Swords can be guilt. You could feel guilty. Oh, I killed that person. This person knows not what they do. Okay? I told you. Why did I give you a big dissertation at the beginning of this video on backhanded compliments? I get them all the time. Welcome to my world. People love to do it. They resent the fact that I've got a successful channel. They give me a compliment and then they follow it with a punch to the gut. And they think I don't pick up on it just because I don't say anything. I don't say anything because I don't give a shit. I don't fucking care. I laugh because I know the psychology behind it. You know, at the end of the day here, you've got to deal with something like that. Somebody here is being shown who they really are. And they feel a lot of guilt towards you for some reason. But it's guilt mixed with jealousy. So it's like pain and guilt all at the same time, but I feel the pain more as jealousy. Yeah, they're very emotional about you. I think they're self-sabotaging. We'll have to see. We'll clarify whatever needs clarifying, okay? But I think they're self-sabotaging. I've got a lot of emotion here, and with someone with a lot of regrets and sadness for something they said, or they realize what they did, or they realize how they've been. I think most people don't know they're giving backhanded compliments, right? But I think this month they get a little bit of a glimpse into who they've been and how they've been behaving, okay? And that's good. It's good. I think. We'll see. How do they see you? What do they think about you? This will explain a lot. Queen of Swords and the 7 of Pentacles. Seems like things go to this person, whether it's true or not makes no difference. It's all about perception. To this person, it seems like it's always a payday for you. Things always go your way. You get favors from the boss, maybe. I'm just riffing on the energy. Don't take me literally. Okay, just catch my drift. Right? You're Mr. or Mrs. Perfect. Everything goes your way. Even when something goes bad, you pull something good out of it. Right? You know, you wreck your car, somebody give you a better one. You know, it seems to this person like that. They're annoyed with you. And that's probably why they're going to be really, really heavy-handed with the backhanded compliments in August. Or they have been in the past, and in August they start to see the error of their ways. I'm not sure. The way I see this, when I look at this helps me sort of read this on another level. Somebody wants to see you suffer. Somebody wants to see you fail for once. Okay? And again, that would be a reason for some asshole to give you a backhanded compliment. They want to see you fail for once. Right? I mean, let's say you got a successful store. It's like a general store, and you sell your brownies are famous. Right? Everybody loves your brownies. This is a person who would walk in your store, tell you it's a lovely store, it's terrific, but they'd make sure the other customers around them heard them say, but the brownies aren't as good as people seem to be talking about. They'd slip that in after a slew of compliments about your store. You follow me? It's sort of a sabotagey thing, okay? Someone wants to sabotage. There's a lot of jealousy here. I pick up on that. There's also guilt on the back end, but there's a lot of jealousy here. Okay? Why? Because you're Mr. or Mrs. Perfect. You got the famous brownies. And fuck you for that. Okay? I mean, seriously. I mean, I don't know. People are assholes. It is what it is. If anybody watching me ever dealt with the public, you work retail, you work in a restaurant, you had a YouTube channel. I mean, there are some wonderful people. 99.9% of them terrific people, wonderful fucking thing. But there are some difficult customers. Right? Always. And they're usually, it's their problem. It's usually their own fucked up psychology that's doing it. Right? I mean, sometimes you burn the toast. Yeah, fine, you know. It's like Eric Clapton said once. He said, sometimes I just suck. You know, I mean, it's the way, it's Eric Clapton, right? I mean, he's one of the greatest guitarists in the world, but see, sometimes I suck. Sometimes you go to a concert and he's just having an off night. He's a human being. You know, it is what it is. But most of the time, he's pretty good, and people should shut the fuck up, right? What's the potential final outcome for you here? Red with the 3 of Cups. 9 Swords. This is why you're getting this reading. Straight up. It came up in the pre-shuffle. It was part of the pre-shuffle, I believe, or somewhere, or part of the theme energy or something. I don't know. It was somewhere. I saw this. Maybe it was behind the magician in the theme energy. I don't know. It's somewhere. But this is why we're here. Okay? This is nothing for you to worry about. Somebody's trying to do this to you on purpose to knock you off your game. Somebody's going to try in August to knock you off your game. Look, you're not going to get the usual fucking reading from me. Okay? You're getting this to help you out. All right? The universe knows I can deliver this message. So I'm delivering it to you. And this is especially true if you're one of my viewers that's high up the food chain at some company or something like that. But it doesn't even matter if you're at the bottom rung. Somebody's going to try and jam you up. Somebody's going to try and throw you off your game. Let's put it that way. It's a hidden energy. And it we didn't know that. See what I'm saying? You're confused why this person is hurting you because they usually, you know, they're nice. Or, you know, you feel a connection with them. You like them. Of course you like them. I'll give you a scenario here. Okay, it ends in 3 swords. There's a hidden energy. It's got this, and then there's confusion. Somebody's talking to you. It's a customer. They come in your store with the famous brownies. I said they spend 20 minutes telling you how great the store is. They love the this and they love the that. It's the last thing they say to you. It's the last punch. And they make sure the customer, so they end up hurting your business, right? That's where the confusion is. We had such a beautiful conversation, and then they fucking stuck 3 swords in me, all right? It's because somebody's just jealous. Maybe that person wants to have a store. Maybe that person had a store that sold brownies and it didn't do well. You know, I don't know. Jealousy all over the place. It's crazy. It's what it is. Whatever. Right? This is nonsense. The advice that comes with this final outcome that I said would be there, water off a duck's back. I'm telling you all this so you know the psychology of someone giving you a backhanded compliment. And because you know it, you don't care, right? The best thing to do with a backhanded compliment is ignore it. If you acknowledge that the person, hey, you don't think I can't pick up on your backhanded compliment, motherfucker, right? If you do that, you give the person, you release so much dopamine in that person. I mean, it's like they did drugs. I mean, you release dopamine. That's what they want. That's what their subconscious wants. They want you to acknowledge it. They want to make sure you heard the dig, right? Pretend you didn't hear it. That's the advice. This Nine of Swords is nonsense. It's a false sword of Damocles. Whatever they say about your brownies, metaphorically speaking, you got to catch my drift here. Whatever they say about your brownies that the other customers over here, it's not going to hurt your brownie business. Your brownies are still going to be fucking famous. Okay? You catch my drift, right? I hope so. It's important. Now we're going to clarify a little bit. Because I think this person actually likes you. Oh, I know they do. Randomly at the bottom, a King of Cups, somebody hiding their feelings, and a card of attraction. Right? I think they like you. I know. Usually do. You know. I mean, it is what it is. All right, let's clarify. Let's clarify here. Again, take a look at those. I don't know where to start. All right. I get this, right? They're trying to get a rise out of you. I get it. This person's very emotional. I do think they like you. Mm-hmm. That's why part of the reason you're confused, because they seem to like you. Let's pull on the Five of Cups. So why are they trying to sabotage you? Why are they trying to knock you off your game? Why is this their ideal outcome? Now, there's also another energy attached to this where their month ends like that. But I'm more concerned with helping you navigate this hidden energy than I am about this asshole. Okay? This person needs to get some help. You know, we got to stop with this seeing things in others that we wish we were, and then we insult others to make ourselves feel better. It's low-key narcissism, right? And high-key psychosis, high-key psychological issues. You know, if you see something in somebody, be inspired by that person. Don't try to tear that person down. I mean, I don't have to tell you guys that. The people that need to hear it aren't listening, right? I mean, you're on the receiving end of this, but it is what it is. I blame the internet for all of it. All right, here we go. Five of Cups. So, worst thing we ever did. I was watching some old TV shows a couple of days ago, stuff like from the early 2000s, late 90s, right? And I just saw total propaganda through the whole TV show of them trying to convince people to use the internet. See how useful the internet is? Like the character will say, and it'll show you, oh my God, it's amazing how this internet crap was shoved down our throats in the beginning. We got convinced we needed something that we didn't actually need. Nine of Pentacles is crossing this. Yeah, this you see, it's what I said. It backs up every word I said. This person sees you doing great. They see you thriving. They think you're the shit. Oh, yeah, everything always goes your way. Everything is great. Mr. or Mrs. Perfect, blah, blah, blah. And they want to knock you down. They don't like this. This is the environmental energy around it, and they want to see you suffer. Okay? They want to see you suffer. Okay? I worry about people like that. People like this have a tendency to not only crash the party, but then burn the house down. They go a little too far, right? What's on top? Two of Swords. Why is that here? Seven of Cups. This is a person who doesn't know who they are. This is a person who has no idea what they're capable of. They just don't even try. Okay? So, again, it is what it is. I wouldn't worry about it. Again, you end confused by this. I would be inspired. If what they see of you is true, I would be inspired by you. I would try to find something that I could grab onto and incorporate into my life or my energy. Right? That's what you do. That's how you grow. That's how I grew through life. You know? I mean, okay. All right. Let's see where we're at here. So again, the 10 Swords is what it is. I'm just going to go straight in on the 9 Swords and the final outcome. I think I've told you what you need here. giving you some good psychology on the backhand. Everybody handles the backhanded compliment wrong. Everybody thinks that they want to seem smarter than the other person and call them out on the backhanded compliment. Oh, I see what you're doing. That's the wrong thing to do. It reinforces the behavior within the other person. It makes them feel so good. It releases dopamine, which is the pleasure hormone, right? You know, we feel that. You know, it's what you get. We take a hit off a cigarette. It gets dopamine release. You take a drink. You know, all that kind of stuff. You pop off, right? Dopamine. There you go. All right. Don't give them what they want. Just ignore it. Ain't gonna hurt your brownie business. Or you'll climb up the ladder, right? And it's not gonna change that you're Mr. or Mrs. Perfect if you are. If people won't see you that way, that's fine. I don't think people should put people on pedestals, but what's the final outcome? What else you got to tell my people here about this? Yeah. Why are you sweating this? It's going to make you, they're trying to get a rise out of you. Don't. You're the best tits in the tarot. Can you blame them? Right? Can you blame them with their little titties? Look at those things. All right, I'm telling you right now. With Empress energy crossing this, you're bigger than this. You're better than this. What's on top? Temperance. You're protected. It doesn't matter. These swords are never falling on your head. Get some rest. Okay? Don't even give this person a second thought. I've already given you the advice. I've told you how to properly deal with someone like this. No one else does that. Everybody else likes to feel smart and call them out. I know what you're doing. Don't. Don't ever. Just don't. There's no point. The great comedian Ron White once said, tater salad, once said, you can't fix stupid. You can't. Okay, this person's fucking broken. Plain and simple. 2 Pentacles. What's bridging energy? The moon. There's something in what, that's very interesting. Now I got to clarify the moon. I'm going to clarify the moon. There's something because I got the moon here with this. You're afraid that what they're going to say is going to harm you. Actually, it helps you. All right? I've always found that critics are helpful. You know, if you've got a website, for example, and someone writes in their blog how much they hate your website, and they call you a fucker and this and that and the other, loser, whatever your website is. It might be a candle business or whatever. Don't ever worry about a bad review. The bad review is someone's opinion. It will send flocks of people to your website. Within those people, they will make their own decision whether it's good or bad. Okay, they might go in with a preconceived notion that it sucks, but if it doesn't suck and that person writing up was just being a dick, at least 40% of them will actually turn around and stick around as someone who likes it. Well, I don't agree with that. I think it's a terrific candle business. So you've heard what I'm explaining to you is you've heard the saying, there's no such thing as bad press, right? People have said that before. You've heard that before probably. It's true. There isn't. It's all advertising. That's why you should laugh at critics. You should just thank you. You should thank them. Thank you so much. You've driven tons of traffic to my thing. It is what it is. Why is the moon here? Your candle business will thrive. Your brownies will go through the roof because somebody said they're not as good as they're touted to be. So a bunch of those people that overheard that will buy the brownies. And of that, about a little less than half, give or take, we'll actually think these are really good. No, these are great. I don't know what that person was talking about, right? And then of that, you'll get a percentage of customers that stick. It's just the nature of things. There's no bad press. Bad review, good review makes no difference. It drives traffic, right? My point is, whatever this person says, whatever this is about, okay, benefits you in some way, and that's what I'm trying to find right now. 6 of Swords. If you let this slide, okay? If you let this slide, this is an energy right here of letting it slide. 8 Swords and the Knight of Pentacles. This person's trying to distract you. What's the bridging energy? The 4 of Swords. They're trying to distract you from something else. So for some of you, this is a love thing. Okay? It's possible with the lovers. For a lot of you, this is a business thing. I get that a lot with the Sagittarius angle. What they're trying to do, you got somebody this month, everything I've already talked about, but let me add here that somebody's trying to distract you. Somebody wants to make you doubt yourself. Okay? Please don't. It's all, I get another card of nonsense here. You can actually pull a great deal of healing from this if you understand the psychology of it the way I've put it to you and the things I've explained to you. So if this happens for you, the things I explained to you will prevent you from getting in this or the Nine Swords. But yeah, somebody does want to kind of drown your enthusiasm, drown your emotions, drown your fears, drown your love, all of that kind of thing, whatever. Somebody wants to do all of that to you. Somebody wants to make you question yourself. Probably usually through because they want to distract you. Okay? They want to divert your attention away from something. In other words, if it's work, there's a promotion coming and they don't want you to know about it, or they want to try to sabotage you. There's a lot of sabotage here. Ten of Swords and Five of Cups is a lot of sabotage, you know. Five of Pentacles would be as well if that was there. But this person, why isn't the Five of Pentacles there then? Why isn't it the person sitting outside the door? Why is it Five Cups? Because this person has feelings for you. This person likes you. And they're trying to hurt you. They're trying to, again, knock you down a peg, make you question yourself. Don't fall for it. Okay? That's your reading. I hope it's helpful. It's been a psychology lesson, but I'll tell you what, it'll help you at some point in life. We all run into an asshole like this at some point in life. Remember what I said. Don't, even if you're like, oh, I picked up on that backhanded compliment or that whatever, do not engage. Just pretend it didn't happen. Thank them, in fact. Well, thank you. I appreciate it. You're thanking me. I just insulted all of your famous brownies in front of a store full of people. Yeah, you probably just sold 100 of them. I appreciate it. All right? See what I'm saying? Just flow it along. Don't give them the dopamine release. All right? Especially this person. All right, let's see if there's anything else the universe wants to tell you. I forgot to do that. Let's do one card and a crossing card. All right, let's go. Your reading's running a little longer than some of the other ones, but I like the psychology reading. Psychology is a passion of human nature, sociology. I love it. I've been people watching since I was 4 years old. The shit that you see when you just sit there and watch. The mistakes that people make, the flow, moving in the wrong flow of direction, all of that. I'm just trying to help you here. All right, one card and a crossing card. What else you want to tell my Sagittarians? Anything? Ace of Pentacles and Judgment. You're blowing out, whoever this person is, you're blowing out some final karma with them. A karmic contract has been fulfilled with whoever this person is. So this is somebody who's probably already in your life. You probably already know them. I mean, I got that from the Lovers anyway, but the Judgment don't come out for a bang in a bar parking lot. So this is, you've got, basically I would phrase this as you've got karmic, you had a soul contract with somebody, it's been fulfilled. Now, you know, you're moving on to another level. I think they want to try to keep you back or kick you back. I think they feel the end of that contract, right? I think you got more out of it than they did. Usually that happens in these situations, you know, which is why, again, they see you as Mr. or Mrs. Perfect. Whether you are or not, I might be exaggerating. Again, just catch my drift. It doesn't matter. It's how people perceive you. All right? That's your reading. I hope it was helpful. Good luck.